Hey guys, as you can see by the thumbnail today and by the title, we're going to be talking about suicide today. Um, and so if that's a subject that you can't deal with or have a hard time dealing with, you don't have to keep watching the rest of the video. There are 3 ways that you can help. One way you can help is to donate directly to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. And you can do that at their website, which is suicidepreventionlifeline.org. You can go there, you can sign up to volunteer to pick up the phone, and also you can donate money to help keep the program afloat. Also, simply just share this out. Maybe somebody that watches this knows somebody, or you would like to do it yourself. And that is to do an interview with me. Today, I'm basically going to be sharing my story with you of things that I've overcame in my life. And my hope is that by doing that, I'll save somebody else's life. Wondering what I mean, save somebody else's life? Well, I have to tell you the story. And so, again, I'm just warning you right now that word that I like to say, a trigger warning. My life is a trigger warning, and there's multiple different issues that I've dealt with. And so I'm sharing these with you in hopes that not that you've experienced all the things that I've experienced, but in hopes that you won't feel alone. I don't want you to feel alone. And because I don't want you to feel alone, I'm not asking anybody to share their personal stories or what it was. But if you've experienced any of this and you've had a hard time with any of the things in life like I have that you've dealt with, I just want you to put me in a comment. Just me. You don't have to write anything else. You can if you want, but just put me. And that way, anybody that comes across this video can go down in the comments that listens to what I say and has had that happen to them, and they can not feel alone. So come with me and let's go way back to when I was very, very young. And this made me hate God for a long time and wonder why. What happened to me. And I've come to realize that it's because of what I'm doing right now. And hopefully you'll see somewhere on the screen the little logo for the Suicide Prevention Hotline. Please call them. Like I said, it's 1-800-273-TALK 8255. When I was very young age, around 3 and 4 years old, I was sexually molested by the neighbor family, the father of which was the local leader in the church that I attended. So, if you were a little kid out there and you had something horrible like that happen to you, I want you to think about that for a minute. Not in a bad way, but I want you to picture me there with you, holding your hand, because it happened to me too. You're not alone. Right before that happened, I also lost a sibling. Now, I have one faint memory of that, and it was a hotel room, and it was a crib with plastic surrounding it. But my mother told me what happened that day. You see, my younger brother that passed away, he was 5 days old. He had tumors all over his lungs and heart. And I guess I've always had the heart that I have, because when I was holding him in the hospital, my mom said I was just sitting there, you know, just rubbing his head really softly and saying, "It'll be all right, baby Andrew." And at his funeral, she said that my dad and my older brother, who's 10 years older than me, they were the ones carrying the casket, and they were having a hard time. And I ran out there away from everybody and said, "I'm going to help carry baby Andrew." So if you've ever lost a sibling, I'm there with you. You're not alone. Now, let's talk about suicide itself. 9 years old. Right before Christmas, a couple days. We're watching a movie in my parents' room, and my mom gets a phone call. And she starts crying, and eventually she lets us know that my uncle had committed suicide. And that was at 9. So if you've lost somebody to suicide, and especially at a young age, I'm there with you. Not too long after that, my own mother attempted to take her life right in front of me. I watched her slice her arm open from here, across all the way like that. Very vivid in my head to this day. Years later, she ended up succeeding on Thanksgiving. I've also lost friends, 2 cousins, one of which happened just last year. And I've also tried to end my own life. Everything that's happened to me, and I'm trying to keep this, a little shorter and just give you, some of the big things, but a lot of it added up. And when I became sick with what I have, and they're like, even if we figure out what it is, there's not going to be any way to help what you have. I reached for the door of the car on the way back from the doctor that day. I found that out. Opened it up and tried to jump out. I had somebody there with me that kept me from going out. But what I want to say is call the number. Call 800-273-TALK, 8255, if you're ever having those thoughts. That wasn't the only time. But what stopped me from continuing farther was a story that I heard here on YouTube of somebody else's life and them getting through hardships and being able to live their dream. And so to pay that back, I want to say, if you're in physical pain, I understand all that. Just don't end it. Just give me one more day. Just give me one more day. All right, I've had a lot of stuff happen. How about you just give me one more day? Think about it. Call the number. Just give me one more day. I'm sorry. This is hard for me to talk about. And I wanted to say I was inspired to deal with a charity because of what I saw Susan from New Horizons doing with her work. Her channel's in the description. The link for the suicide prevention hotline's in the description. And I just wanted to finish with a song to help me through some of these tough times as well, okay? In my own little way. Song by Motley Crue called Home Sweet Home. You know, I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high so I wouldn't come home low. Just waiting, things went right. Doesn't mean they're always wrong. Just take this song and you'll never feel left all alone. Take me to your heart, fill me in your bones. Just one more night and I'm coming off this long and winding road. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Home, sweet home. Know that I've seen too many romantic dreams up in lights falling on the silver screen. My heart's like an open book for the whole world to read. And sometimes nothing keeps me together at the seams. And I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Home, sweet home. Thank you guys. Please support the charity if you can, and you'd like to be part of it and do your own interview here. It doesn't have to be about suicide. You don't have to have the same experience. It can be just your story. Can be enough to help save somebody else. If you'd like to be a part of it, bobsadventure@gmail.com. Thank you.